Rosa Hughes. I'm a clinical thermographer. I work in a clinic in Liverpool for Medical Thermal Imaging Limited. We have various clinics throughout the UK. So what is thermal imaging? Well, it's a very safe scanning procedure that shows up the early stages of disease. The main screening that we do, I would say, is for women, and it's breast screening. The benefits of breast screening with thermography is that there's no ionising radiation. It's an accurate method for visualising pain and for detecting early stages of disease. When you sit in front of the camera, nothing touches you, there's no radiation, there's no clamping of the breasts, and basically all the camera does, it picks up your body heat and then puts that through to the computer, and we see it in colours. And various diseases come up in different colours, but what we're looking for with thermography is symmetry, because the body is like cut in half, so what tends to go on one side goes on the other. So with breast screening, it's very easy to see where things are starting to build up at an early stage. So the kind of people that come to us are kind of all age groups, because there's no danger. It's suitable for every age group. It's a great tool for somebody who's found a lump or is worried about or has some pain, because the camera picks up any active breast abnormality. The other sort of people that come are people that have actually had a mastectomy or had breast cancer in the past, and they don't want to expose themselves to dangerous levels of ionising radiation. And also women that have had mastectomies, of course, cannot have the clamping used in other methods. Of course, this is very important if you have got a lump, is not to really disturb the area. So thermography again is a very good way of monitoring what's going on. So we scan a lot of women that have maybe mastitis, inflammatory breast cancer, which is like, well, it's known as a silent killer in women because many doctors don't pick it up until it's at a much later stage. I mean, the early signs of it tend to be like a rash on the breast, or like a bruised area that doesn't go away. But many women don't know this is the early stages of inflammatory breast cancer. The breast screening in the UK under the NHS at the moment only covers women from 50 onwards. So we have, women from 16 up to 50 that have no other method of screening their breasts. And also with the popularity with breast augmentation, with implants, women that have had implants can't really use any other form of screening, because it's very difficult for an X-ray to see what's going on if there's an implant there. But with thermography, it's ideal because it doesn't matter that they have an implant, we can still see what's going on, and also we can see the integrity of the implant. Thermography is also safe for pregnant women and for lactating women, breastfeeding women. Another area where thermography is very popular is with disabled women. I personally screen a lot of disabled women because they come normally with their carers, and there's no hassle doing the procedure. Nothing has to touch them, so if they're in a wheelchair, everything's very easy for them. We give them a cup of tea at the end of it and they have a lovely time with us. Thermography is a great tool for women that are worried about BRCA1, BRCA2, about this gene mutation, because really many women don't know that they have this option. On average, a tumour can take 8 to 10 years to actually be visible. So we see the very early stages many years before that where there's a problem. So we get a lot of people, not just women but men as well, that come in for anything from a one region, say having their abdomen done or their head done, or their breast and another region of interest, to half body scanning and full body scanning. It's a great tool for people that have pain where they've been and nothing can be found on things like X-ray. We also use it a lot for children, because many parents don't want to expose their children to radiation, dangerous levels of radiation. that other screening gives. We use it a lot for things like screening for skin cancer. We can see early onset of disease, so if somebody's heading towards a stroke or heart problems or problems with any vital organ, the camera will show that information. And when you've had your thermogram and we've taken all your medical history, we then submit all your information over to our team of medical doctors. And they are the ones that interpret all the information, and then they send back a medical report which we will then read through with you so that you will understand all the ins and outs. That medical report can be taken anywhere. We work quite closely with women who have had breast cancer, and we do copies of breast screenings that are sent on to oncologists and surgeons. We've worked with plastic surgeons. It's 100% safe, it's medically proven, it's an accurate method for visualizing pain and for detecting early stages of disease.